Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, man. See, if you're a strong person, right, you gotta stay away from weak people. If you got if you got family, you got friends and shit like that. If they're weak, you gotta stay away from them for a while until they able to get strong in the areas that they weak at. Because certain areas that they weak at is gonna bring you down. They can't be weak in these certain areas that they weak in. The more you be around weak people is going to expose your flaws even more because you're too busy trying to solve somebody else's problems. You can't save everybody and you can't solve everybody else's problems. You gotta allow certain people to man up and woman up for themselves. And it's sad to say, but certain people must be forgotten about for a while until they able to get strong in certain areas. And then once they are strong in certain areas, then they can be back around. Then you can come back around them. But the areas that they be weak in, you need them to be strong in. You feel me? It's just like if you rich, you're not gonna be around. You don't want to be around broke people all the time. Your scenery is gonna change. Once your money go up, once you climbing up the ranks, your surrounding changes, your environment changes, right? And a lot of people can say, well, I can just put the homie on. You can't put everybody on because certain people don't want to get put on. Certain people want to just ride your coattail, you feel me, not do a damn thing, and you the only one that's gonna work. It don't work like that. Not over here. No, it don't work like that. You feel me? And that's why I say certain people must be forgotten about because you can't save everybody. A lot of people right now will agree. They probably solved the other people's problems, but the moment their problems came around, didn't nobody solve theirs. And that's what I mean. You can't save everybody. You can't help everybody. And you really got, in a moment you continue to climb up the ranks, you got to be social, or you got to be really social networking with the right people. You got to be networking with the right people. Just because you grew up with this person, you feel me, this your day one doesn't mean you go in business with them or whatever. Nah, you gotta go. See, you gotta start doing things that actually makes that real sense. Some of us, bro, we don't do shit that makes sense. We do it because of, you know what, it's gonna help this other person, put them in the position. No, they gotta start putting their own self in the position. We gotta start doing things that make sense. Because once the shit backfire, you can't blame nobody but yourself. You can't blame that next person because you chose to do it. Didn't nobody force you? So it's all about, man, when you climb in that ranks, bro, you gotta be ready. And you gotta understand a lot of people around you gonna change. But yes, it's certain people that you can bring up with you, but it's other people that, you know what, they gotta bring themselves up, and then, you know, they're gonna come back around. Then, you know, hopefully we meet back up. Other than that, nigga, it is what it is. I'm telling you, it is what it is in this life, bro. Nigga, it's a saying. I heard this yesterday. It's a saying. Loyalty got an expiration date on that motherfucker. And that's facts. That is fucking facts. Loyalty has an expiration date. The same person you was loyal to 10 years ago, you probably not loyal to now. Or they probably not loyal to you now because things change. You got to stop thinking just because you know a person's name, you actually know them. Nah, it don't work like that, bro. You feel me? You got to be able to let certain things go. You got to stop. We all got to stop holding on to certain things. Let that shit go. You really got to let it go. You got to stop holding. You got to stop trying to fight somebody else's battles. They got to fight their own battles. And if they fall, they got to continue to get back up. Because sometimes you can't help somebody back up. They got to get back up on their own. You can't save everybody every single time. I'm telling you. Because it's going to continue to to put yourself in a fucked up situation. You can't help everybody. And that's facts.